Welcome back to some professional Starcraft 2, the Team Exon Cup Finals with everybody's favorite players and everybody's favorite matchup. A best of 5. Europe versus NA. Protoss versus Protoss. Man versus map. Versus, well, more map. It's the longest map. No. Actually, first we introduce the players. Come on. You gotta follow the casting build order in the top right. One of the most entertaining players in all of StarCraft 2. Even if she is losing. In fact, especially. But fighting to win her team's tournament. It's Team Exon's Nina. But from the beautiful country of Europe, I believe Ukraine, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, bringing across the pond those incredible Protoss strats. It is, I think, appropriately, Hellraiser. Let's make sure, while he doesn't have a clan tag, give him an opportunity. Yes, Ukrainian Protoss from Team Clash, pausing the game so we can appreciate what we have in store. Will this pause be longer than the rest of the game? That's the question. Jimmy, what are these health bars? Oh my god. I can't process that much information. Thank you. Badge and gun, though, at the end of the day. Nina has immediately gone AFK, seemingly. So this is... We're doing it live! Alright, the Exon Cup Finals live every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Probably too late for Europeans who aren't going to plan to win like Hellraiser. But, like 9 p.m. Eastern? Something like that. There's a link below. Like and subscribe. Anyways, everyone's ready. The countdown. Zealot? No. It's literally anything else. Not a Zealot. Why did you say Zealot? Sentry Stalker. The macro opener. Relying... just anything but a Zealot. Whereas Nina going for the double stalker. The first units tell a lot. Like, Protoss units are very good. That's why you have to go 2-gate in PvP oftentimes. Is because if they have 2 or 4 Protoss units and you have 1 or 2, then you have less Protoss units. Now, 4 Zerglings against 2 is a game-ending situation, but 4 Adepts against 2 very much is. So, a lot of sentries being built, and this is Jaggernaut, the long map, where the rush distance, despite the WLAs, the speed zones, is still incredibly long. And even in Protoss versus Protoss, that means the defender's advantage is more significant than it usually ends up being. Even getting a proxy out there takes a while. That's... Oh, I thought he was just going to send around the corners, but... Hallucinated Phoenix to start for Hellraiser. It looks like we're going to have just what some might call a macro game. Now, what does that look like? That's a tougher question. And by macro game in PvP, I mean they're going to expand without punching each other in the face too much. As Protoss versus Protoss, between the early tech choices and the unit compositions, is sometimes like having a bar fight, but but the bar is in a volcano, and the bar is made of glass, and they have a bunch of chairs, and the glass is not like super strong glass, but it's glass that somehow like the glass somehow keeps out the lava, but if the glass breaks, then the lava gets in. And that's a whole deal. And why don't we have any lava maps is a real question. So you gotta be real careful, but at the same time, you want to win the fight. And that's Protoss versus Protoss about as profoundly as I think I could put it. remember, like, in PvP, blink and it's over. So, but if they both blink at simultaneous times, then what happens? Well, we're gonna find out. As, well, Nina's got blink a little quicker. Couple less probes. Otherwise, there's no robotics facility unless I'm blind. A third base for we're just gonna dance. One probe going down. So far, so even. It's approximately the same things. When did they add the gates? The extra gases? Really focusing on the minerals. Gateway production now being slapped on by Hellraiser, but Nina, not to be outdone. Obviously, as soon as blink finishes, you want to put that pressure on. Use that timing while it's sharp. But, well, Nina will have blink for about 10-15 seconds more than Hellraiser, like quicker. And meanwhile, well, Hellraiser blocks out, but the attack on the third. But Hellraiser does have more stalkers. I think. Wait, no. Yes. Yes. So, blink done for Nina, which is a decisive advantage, actually. Meanwhile, as well, 2 adepts in the natural getting some damage done. Hellraiser getting supply block. Force fields don't discriminate. Right now, the blink stalker's coming over the top. +1 weapons recalled back. Nina gets out, but how was the trade? A cannon finishes in the natural. So, at the end of the day, Nina actually lost more and more gas, but Hellraiser was a little so not like about even. Nina put a lot of pressure on. Looked dangerous, but there wasn't really the units to back it up. There's no warp prison, there's no proxy pylons. How do you reinforce the attack? You don't. This map is too long, map. But charge +2 attack. Robotics facility. Where's Nina's robotics? Where's the robo? Got an Artosis pylon, a tasteless pylon coming in to back it up. What? Nina still not building a robot. She's living life on the edge here. Without a robo, like just for a prism. Just a prism. Not even, like, not immortals, not disruptors, not, dare I say, colossi. Robotics facility starts, but we're really leaning on those gateway units here. The only matchup that players are comfortable leaning on them for so long. The gateway counts, and, you know, with a couple more gates, a little more quickly. But Hellraiser, throughout this game, has consistently been slightly more, more standard, more safe, I guess. With a little bit quicker upgrades later blink, a little bit quicker robo. Nina, on the other hand, really trying to get the most out of each piece of tech. So, I mean, it's PvP. It's that drunken lava bar fight. And, like, they have to help themselves because there's no bartender, because, like, social distancing. So they keep reaching for, like, a new bottle of whiskey to both drink and crack over their opponent's head. But when they both reach for the same one, their eyes meet, and then they blink. And then who knows what happens yet. Next. Robotics Bay. Second Robo. Raptors! If that isn't Raptors, I don't know what it is. Meanwhile, Hellraiser opts for the Dark Templar. Robotics facility. So this is kind of the build up. This is the flirtation phase. After we've had that early game skirmish, now both players go back to their corners, say, what would best serve me in an engagement? And the answer is not clear. By no means, like, I feel like disruptors are the better choice, but their DTs open up a lot of opportunities as well. Like, it doesn't matter if you have detection, just DTs do a lot of damage. You warp in 4 DTs, you easily kill a cannon. But of course, Raptors, and we go back and forth. Let's stop going back and forth and go forth here, says Hellraiser, who's up a little bit on supply. Nina more focused on the tech. And that means all the Stalkers moving in. There's still a whole lot of Zealots. Scout it out. Nina should see that. On the high ground, Zealots warped in. But force fields! Force field! Of course, you can blink over. Is that going to be worth it? Meanwhile... Whoa! Force field! Stop right there, criminal lots! A recall. Some Stalkers will be left behind. Blinks in. Stalkers slaughtered. Nina holding on both fronts. Slaughters a huge chunk of the Stalkers at the 4th and deflects the Zealots, holds them in place and knocks them out. The Zealots were whittled down and the Stalkers were forced away. Nina with a solid defense, losing some probes. But now we're looking at Blink Stalker Disruptor against essentially just gateway units. That's Shadow Stride. By the way, is that a dog? There's a dog. There's just a dog right there. Oh my dog. Meanwhile, Zealots chased down by Blink Style. Blink Style? No. Blink Stalkers. Oh, I'm like, Hellraiser's army is just not great. Is there detection? There are disruptors, which is not quite the same thing. Observers are being killed. It looks like Hellraiser relying on Dark Templar to defend here. Whereas Nina trying to find an angle with the Blink Stalker Raptor. So, Hellraiser had his failed attack. Nina's coming in. Those Raptors gonna zone out the most dangerous way. Oh no! No, Nina shoots herself in the dainty Stalker feet. But more Raptors zoning out of the base. Here come a lot of Zealots. All the Raptors on cooldown. Recalls out a few. But gonna lose so much. A ill-fated attack from Nina this time around, as both players taking swipes at each other, but neither doing more than scratching the surface. More Raptors on the way. The Raptor count is 6 to, well, 0, because that's kind of how that works if one player is building them and the other isn't. Hellraiser has so many gateway units. DT Blink is done. +3 is done. Glass cannons and well, most of these armies are glass cannons. Everything has blink or one-shot potential right now between Raptors and Blink Stalkers and DTs and Zealots. Yep, I named all the units, but these are all one-shottable by Disruptors. But DTs and Stalkers easily target Disruptors as well. Both sides have DTs. Another Raptor shot. 2 shots. 3 shots this time. Recall. Charge? Wait, there wasn't charge? Oh, that's Nina's charge. Okay. They charged too much for that. The Raptors! Oh no, fire everything! The Stalkers have to blink away. DT's chasing. There is an observer, but who's flanking who? Through the W's, the charge lots as well, on the hunt. Nina seems to be losing everything on every front, where Hellraiser's still nearly maxed. Hellraiser has 12 gateways. So, against 9, it's still a respectable number, but Nina's army value is already higher on gas and nearly equal on minerals. So a maxed out Nina army should be better than Hellraiser, but Hellraiser not picking fair fights here. He's playing kind of like a Zerg. Whenever you try to corner one part of the army, another part comes in. The more expendable version, but don't tell the Zealots that. Meanwhile, this has to be dealt with. Nina's still sitting on 4 bases. 4 bases is still perfectly respectable. Jimmy, we're professional. What is that? What? Why is it making noise? No, watch out! What? Disruptors, the only thing they don't hit are friendly disruptors. Is there a battery overcharge? Battery overcharge is on cooldown. Must have been used in the last attack. Is there detection? There are disruptors. DTs on both sides. Meanwhile, more Stalkers coming in. Disruptor shot forces the blink back. Hellraiser still testing the waters, but Nina so far swimming. Templar archives to match the Dark Shrine. I do appreciate how both players just skipped over the archives for the Dark Shrine. really, truly players of culture. A couple disruptor shots. There are still 7 Ruptors on the field. Almost one on... Oh, down goes the base. No cancel. Nina feeling pressured here. But, once again, the army, the maxed out army, favors Nina. All she needs to do is partition it correctly. The upgrades, well, Hellraiser has 3-2 against +3/+0 with +1 shields on the way. A shot. The follow-through, not quite there. More, oh my god, the cannon's coming up. Hellraiser's banking somebody. Now would be a good time, Nina. Now would be a good time. Now is the time. Just as the cannons are warping in. This is the best possible time. How fortuitous. The DTs find the Nexus and eviscerate it. Is there a recall to get them out? Can they blink? They're recalled. How many will... Well, some of them made it. Meanwhile, the brunt of Nina's army moving. Hellraiser has expanded all over the place. Once again, playing some Zerg Protoss here. Targeting down pylons, depowering defenses. Of course, we're going into a base trade. Nina just recalled the DTs. It's on cooldown for a couple more minutes. We're going forward, which means there is no retreat. And will there be a home to go back to? Recall for Nina, still a couple minutes out. I don't know if there will be a Nexus to recall to in that amount of time. Detection at a premium. Disruptors desperate to get the hits. There's observers with the attack. DTs will not be Nina's saving grace. Hellraiser has so many bases, but Nina's army still is intensely strong. Is there even a sentry to defend? Another DT coming in. This is... How many bases will be traded for each side? That's the question. Does Nina come back now? On the high ground, observer being built. There's still a DT for Nina, but she's going to be down. Oh, the DTs that were recalled back have been locked here since that point. But that might end up being a good thing at the end of the day. Disruptors firing forward. A triple shot. 1, 2, 3. All connect. Nina working forward, finding more on the cannons. Another shot, looking for the stalkers. Oh, the defensive Ruptors have hit the field. Recall's still a minute out. 25 probes go down with that as well. That Hellraiser still has an economy, though. Oh, disruptor shot finds a connection. But there are no more disruptors to defend with. Hellraiser has recall. Can get out of this right now, but chasing down some of these key units. The Blink Stalker's moving around. Where's the recall? Does he go for the tech or does he get out? Going for the Dark Shrine. Committee a lot for the Dark Shrine. There's the recall. Gonna lose a lot of these Stalkers. Was it worth it? Hellraiser at 150 supplies still, and still has 54 workers. Nina's army supply is higher, 101 to 92 army supply. But what about the key units? Where did Hellraiser pull 6 disruptors out of? You know what? I don't want to know. But it's very important they're here now. 6 Ruptors against 7. Having those Ruptors means Hellraiser can buffer his defense possibly enough to win the game. The Colossi are some guaranteed damage at range. A disruptor shot, looking for a connection. Oh no, direct hit also taps the Colossi. Second shot doesn't make it, but Ruptors through the Wulas. A shot from Nina actually doesn't trade. More Zealots coming through. The Dark Shrine was destroyed, and even with these Zealots comes an observer. Another Ruptor shot, almost clipping the valuable Colossi. Are there cooldowns? Hellraiser doesn't have any Ruptor cooldowns yet. A couple just came off cooldown, but... Oh no, the main base is nearly gone. Nina finds... This is one of the most awkward things I've ever seen. The DTs killing Ruptors, which could kill the DTs, but they're busy firing disruptor shots. DTs doing so much damage. The main base being slaughtered. There's no detection back at home. Shield battery overcharged, but the Ruptor shots are chasing through the Wulas. The speed zones actually speed up the disruptor shots as well. The DTs are saving the day. The Zealots try to come to the rescue, but there's not enough Zealots. Nina has lost all production. How does this always happen to Nina? We're in one of the most dramatic games, but Nina is definitely losing at this stage. Hellraiser still has something resembling an economy, something resembling production. There have to be some devastating Ruptor hits from here, but Hellraiser now has more than enough to make the difference. Shots fired. The Blink Stalkers look the other way. Oh, another shot. This time Blink's on cooldown. Staggering them is critical here. Both sides have enough disruptors to almost have one on each cooldown. Nina moving forward. Probe's coming back. Probe's not really happy with that decision, but they don't get a say in the matter. More disruptors. Oh no! Nina blinked into her own shot! A little too ambitious! Raptors from the back! Oh no! It's a disaster! Oh, the final base trying to hold, but DT's blink through shield battery overcharge working overtime, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. It's really helping a whole lot, but there's not enough more Raptors! Hellraiser raising too much hell! The bases are too strong. The army. The war of attrition. A recall to the last nexus, but at what cost? There's no tech. There's no disruptors. It's all over. Nina, true to form, playing an amazing, epic, exciting, incredible game that she loses. A possibly unnecessary base trade going into an unlikely scenario, ending with an impossible recovery. A tough game one, an exciting game one, but Hellraiser brings it in. And also Hellraiser with the, I don't know if he was playing the map or he prefers that style, but the mass gateway unit, that only really works if you can safely get like 4 or 5 bases. Because you're throwing away so many zealots. If they can just deal with a group of zealots and then walk across the map, then your army just isn't as good. Like, Nina had more resources invested in an army at 170 supply than Hellraiser maxed out. But the amount of time, the sheer travel time to get across the map with those danger balls and those tall boys and those pony trot, stop trying, the stalkers. It was too much. It does feel like it's either a trait or a habit or a style or whatever, but Nina always seems to take the most dramatic road. Yeah, sure. Locking down 4 bases, maxing out, and then leaving 40 supply at home to defend, while pushing with Raptors and not wasting recall. Yes, that sounds like a lot. That has a good chance of winning. But you know what's more fun? You know what's more fun? Basetrades! Where did my bases go? I'm waiting for game 2. It has not loaded. Thank you for supporting the most professional gamers. Strangelet, Kybrit, Destroyer of Hats, not Angel of Death. Obviously, Dricket. We're still, I don't see the lobby. So, more filler time. Protoss versus Protoss is like a unicorn. Okay, like if a unicorn was very common and also kind of like banned from several 7-Elevens. But not like because it did anything wrong, it just kind of because it made people uncomfortable and started just muttering weird things and like they really messed up the Slurpee machine somehow too. Like, and the Slurpee machine was already struggling because nobody had, 1, cleaned it, or 2, replaced a lot of the stuff in like 3 years. But somehow made it even worse. That's what Protoss versus Protoss is. Well, as a unicorn, you don't really have hands to use, so you have a horn, and that's like just stabbing the, like, I'll take a Coke icy. It's like, okay. You know, as it goes. And we're excited for Game 2. Are they gonna start? Oh, we're gonna start. Okay, we're doing it. It's happening. Oh, is it happening? I don't know. I'm not in charge here. I just work here. I'm not contractually obligated to know when it's starting. I'm just here to cast. I'm just here so I can... Don't get fined. Like and subscribe or I get fined. And you wouldn't want that. Game 2. Central Hellraiser defeated by North Dakota. Nina from North Dakota. I don't think the central server is in North Dakota. Or is it South Dakota? I don't know. One of the Dakotas. Like all 12 people in the Dakotas got together. All 12 people who appropriated the Dakotas got together and were like, well, we don't like you guys. So then they're like, well, we'll split it. And then the real Dakotas were like, excuse me. And they're like, no, no, no. We're done here. And that is the history. I host. I am good at it. Hellraiser. Hellraiser trash talking. Nina's hosting the game skills in the lobby chat. A classic move. All right. Version 2. Okay, I'm looking into... Wait, come with me. Come with me. No, no. Go away. No, no. Jimmy! Ah! I can't. This is uncomfortable for everyone. Why is it... What do you mean it's broken? How does that work? It's a real problem, though. Oh, my God. Ah! What is this? Nina is faking a cannon rush pretty successfully. Just moving on. She, just put the probe. There's a spot. This is one of the most cannon rushy maps. Like, so on a scale of... like 0 to cannon rush. Like on a scale of let's say like wet sock to warm fire. This map is definitely like a warm set of socks by the fire of cannon rush maps. Yeah, that was too much. I reached too far on that one. It's a very cannon rushy map though. Like with 2 Ys. But then Hellraiser scouted with the probe and saw there was no forge and felt like it was a fake. And it was. Well played. The ultimate duel. This probe versus other probes. Brother against brother. Nina building 2 pylons at once. Oh. That's why. It's gonna be adepts. Hellraiser building a whole lot of adepts with no other tech here. There's the Stargate. Adepts are very usually Stargate, as they cost less gas than Stalkers. I'm a mathematician. Thank you very much. But, and also combined with the harass potential by drawing units out of position. Jimmy, take the math off the screen. Nobody wants to see that. Also, why, like, what is this issue? Oh my god. So no expanding here. The adepts will slowly, sadly, try to kill the pylon. They will succeed. Here come the stalkers to annoy them. There are 4 stalker. Well, it gets a little muddy. Like 2 adepts beat 1 stalker, 4 adepts beat 2 stalkers. But I'm not entirely convinced with Micro that 6 adepts beat 4 stalkers. But if there are 4 stalkers and there are no other units, then I'm pretty sure the 4 stalkers can take a win in that fight. The stalkers kind of just walk in. They now get recall, but here comes some adepts. A whole lot of adepts. The probe almost interrupts the probe. Meanwhile, an oracle in towards the main. Probably just going to go for the stasis. There it is. But Nina not reacting! Oh my god! Well, well, now, everybody hold. Stop right. Everybody just chill. That's a lot of probes not mining for like 20 seconds there. You see? It's not what kills the probes that matters, it's what stops them from working. You gotta have that steady stream of income to grow your economy. So what is truly more dangerous? Is it the pulsar beam or the stasis trap? That's the question. And it really depends on how many probes. Oh, but now the adepts are in the main, and we've seen this story before. Well. So. Now what? Somehow Hellraiser has a dark shrine halfway done. Almost halfway. Okay, half of halfway. If only there was a better way to say that. Do I hear a stasis somewhere? Oh, back at the natural. Meanwhile, Nina going for Blink without a robo. So there's a non-zero chance DTs just kind of win the game. We will see. Oh, you should be able to walk across this log here, this fallen tree. Oh, that's so cool. There's no robo at... Well, there are cannons being built. I think Nina's starting to acknowledge the possibility that it's not just gonna be more adepts. Blink is now done. The cannon at the natural has a lot of heavy lifting to do here. The cannon at the natural has... It depends on how quickly Hellraiser reacts. Both players are building gateways at proxy locations. Both players are even on workers. Nina! Oh, the blink! The blink! Oh! I think one, maybe not even one. So that was about as perfect as it gets. That's it. It's not going to get much better than that. Just shuts down the Dark Templar. And now the window for Nina's attack is wide open. There's how many? There's 17 stalkers to 18 stalkers to 6, which is a bit of a disparity. Blink is not yet done. +1 is a long way off. Here comes Nina with a vengeance. But multiple stasis. Oh my god! Oh, stop right there! Now, the awkward part is there's still more stalkers. You can't kill the stalkers. But... this did delay long enough to get blank for Hellraiser. Oh, stop right! Okay. That does create quite a force field as well. We're gonna do the blank stalker dueling. There's a shield battery. Hellraiser still struggling to put enough stalkers out there. It's not like the attack ends, it's just kind of on pause. And the ultimate duel. Shield battery overcharge. The stalker counts almost double for Nina, but battery overcharge doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Will it be even remotely enough? There's still one stasis. Trying to bait in the big blink. Blinks to the side. Being very careful. Observers coming up. What else is there happening? Nina should have this locked down. Being able to shut down the Dark Templar, which was, by the way, going from double Oracle straight into DTs, was a bit of a reach from Hellraiser. I mean, it had a potential to work, but Nina acknowledged the possibility. And because this isn't a shield battery, it means Nina's actually losing 8 probes now. And the stalkers came all the way back. So that's not devastating, that's not game-changing damage, but it definitely evens up things a bit. Nina's still with a significant advantage in stalkers and upgrades, but that was a lot of time lost. There's just more stalkers. There's more. Oh, unless you're on a move command! Hellraiser has less stalkers with less upgrades, but is winning the fight because that's how Starcraft works. You know, the concave beats the... What? No, that he's got a very angry posture. Very intimidating. Meanwhile, like... You have less stalkers with less upgrades, but warping in stalkers. The intimidating posture putting in a lot of work here. There's no shield battery back at this base. +2 is... Everybody... I don't understand what's happening anymore. Somehow Nina has less stalkers. But once Hellraiser... Has Nina done it again? Grasped potential defeat from the jaws of victory? As right now, Nina is kind of out of advantages. No longer more stalkers or more upgrades. Though, more economy. So this is now happening. I'm not sure if those force fields help that much. There's no shield batteries. Just... I mean, just... okay. Hellraiser still has more stalkers, I keep saying that, but Nina can warp in on the fight. There's a cannon to get involved, a few probes getting in there. Hellraiser's long-distance mining. Alright, a few sentries. Starting to run low on the minerals. Really need those stalkers to be together. Shield battery would help out immensely here. Kind of surprised there wasn't one already. The force field's making things awkward. The battery's finishing. The stalker count's starting to tilt heavily in favor of Hellraiser. But the battery overcharge! Blinks onto the battery, but into cannon range. Stalker's coming in. Nina's holding! That blink was a blink too far! 6 probes die now. What? Nina warped in a depths? Hellraiser already didn't have an economy, and this is just confirming it. There's one more round of stalkers. He's got a blink for his life. It's +2. It's blink, and the duel will begin. Hellraiser needs to be immensely cost efficient. I don't know if they're the numbers anymore. The probes can be pulled. The shields will hold. And Nina, despite looking like a shoo-in to take the win, instead, as always, made it a dramatic exchange. And that ties things up. The intimidating posture, the coming in there like the John Cena-esque stalkers blinking in. Wait, don't you have less stalkers with less? No, I'm coming. I'm not actually sure, as Nina got chased across the field by less stalkers, losing more stalkers. But there was just the economy to follow. And the stasis wards, the real MVPs of that match there for Hellraiser. The stasis, like, it's such a weird scenario because it doesn't kill anything. It's literally they're just stuck there. Rarely do you see it as a significant part of the fight. Usually, like, people don't fight around it. It's just kind of, we all just, like, there's a unofficial truce because there's, like, half the army stasis. It's always awkward, like, they still have a bigger army, but, Alright, what we're gonna see. Hellraiser gonna show off his lobby skills. And host for us. The game is no longer available, so Hellraiser, first try, didn't work out, but he accidentally hosted, and Nina responds, "It's not so easy." He hosted on the wrong server. Thus, becoming what he criticized. I forgot to change. Hellraiser, no longer all talk, no action. But pillars of gold. What a match. A dramatic series. Just a spectacle. Speaking of spectacles, Hellraiser using, I don't know, I think this is like a Nova Covert Ops dude, but he has a, like, tech monocle on his portrait, so what does it mean? I don't know what that's from. I think that's the Covert Ops stuff. When will we get our cannon rush? Is it time? No, they would have sent a probe out by now. So Blink battles rule the day. No even early probes out. Not even pretending like we're gonna flirt with the cannons. I don't know. The last game, like, you think of mirror matchups as, well, the person with more units, more of the same units, with better upgrades should win. Because that's how Starcraft works. But Protoss versus Protoss does not abide by the laws of Starcraft. It never has. But it's particularly, like, there was a point back in Heart of the Swarm. where it was pretty much just build Colossi, and whoever has more laser boys burning up everything else. Like 10 War of the Worlds sort of on the box. Wait. Nina was heading almost towards where there's a pylon. Hellraiser has put his second pylon. I think, well, putting the second pylon on the map is a mind game in and of itself. But then Nina just comes back and scouts the Stargate. So this is kind of a weird scenario where Nina knows that there's a pylon on the map because there should have been a second pylon in the base. But that second pylon doesn't have the tech. The tech is Stargate. It's right there. So, Nina also goes Stargate. So I think we're going Phoenix War this game. Instead of Blink Stalkers, we're gonna take to the skies. Well, we'll see. We'll see what those first units are. Wait, that's Hellraiser's probe. Wait. Okay. There are now 2 Stalkers versus 2 Stalkers. Nina has a probe. Wait, did she scout that pylon? No. The probe is sneaking around. It's 2 Stalkers versus 1, but there's also an Adept. Nobody's building Stargate. Hellraiser canceled the Stargate. And now he goes Twilight as Nina builds Phoenixes to counter the Stargate, but there is no Stargate! Shield battery built. Usually you build a shield battery instead of a pylon because shield batteries take longer to build, and with that skin they explode dramatically. There are 3. Oh my god, a complete misread by Hellraiser building 2 shield batteries. So Hellraiser has tried to out-mind game Nina throughout this with the cancel on the Stargate into the Twilight, and now thinks this is like a gateway all-in. But it's actually Phoenixes, which were, like, so Nina called the bluff, but it was a bluff. It wasn't a Stargate. So the shield batteries are kind of, like, they're not bad to have, but they're kind of a waste of money when you could be adding on production or probes. So when the Phoenixes come in, that's going to be super awkward, because Hellraiser was definitely not planning on dealing with those. The shield battery can't... Well, now the probes are dead. There's only so much energy on these. So, at this point, the cards are mostly on the table. They're never all on the table. But, at some point, you pull out the trap card. But, the stasis trap. Now, both players know, like opening Stargate means you're expanding, and it's going to be a while till your tech comes out. And, of course, the Phoenixes got in the base. And Hellraiser... Well, Nina knows that Hellraiser has a Twilight and an Expo with plenty of probes. And Hellraiser knows that Nina has Phoenixes. So, both players have kind of a decent gauge on their opponent's tech. So, it's time to blink! Here we go again! Hellraiser going to bleed probes to the Phoenixes. Even with Blink, it's tough to stop them from killing a couple probes. But they're limited by their energy. And Nina/Exxon don't quite have that Red Bull sponsorship yet. But with your help, follow twitter.com/TeamExxon. Maybe Exxon SC, not the energy company. Wait a second. It all comes around. Those Phoenixes. Have you tried internal combustion engines? No? What are you powered by? Justice. Could you be more specific? No. Ah, the blink into the recall, which is like a super blink. Meanwhile, wait. Nina has a Dark Shrine. Because, of course she does. Both players are building pylons at what is now Hellraiser's third. Only one of them knows that that's happening. The Phoenix is... Wait, how many Dark Shrines? Okay, Hellraiser doesn't have a Dark Shrine. Nina does. This is happening. The Blink chases the hallucinated Phoenix. There is a cannon, though. So, the DTs, I don't know if Hellraiser spotted them. Oh! Well, deja vu. Oh. Oh, this is awkward. Because there's no robo. But, so the DTs could just kill this base. Like, there's actually no way to stop them. That's not even a cannon. The DT, well, I guess the Stalkers could also kill the base. But the DTs could definitely kill this base. But Nina doesn't know for sure. There's no observers. So we're in this awkward scenario where both players aren't sure exactly what the other has. The DTs come back, realizing the current scenario. So, in a weird technical knockout, this Nexus looks like it's not going to make it. The pylon will be taken out. This cannon will not be powered, nor will it finish anyways, as the Nexus is killed. Both players are now supply blocked because of the damage done at Hellraiser's third. And now Nina has an expo. Uh-huh. And here we are. And here we are. The hallucinated Phoenix chases the DTs, which can't see it, but then the real Phoenixes come back. There's an observer. Upgrades +2/+2. Nina actually significantly slower on the +2 attack. It's gonna be Ruptors. Like, now Hellraiser double expands. Because, I mean... It's kind of like how you had a bunch of children back in an agricultural society, because a lot of your children, much like Nexi, do not survive when Dark Templar attack. So you want to have as many as possible, and they're not cheap, but they pay off eventually. And now we're going DT Blink. Did you know that the Dark Shrine has 3 DT faces that light up when DT Blink is researching? Look how intense that is. Oh my god. They were DT faces the whole time! Did you know Zeratul and Swan have the same voice actor, which is even more mind-blowing? Alright, the Nexus Child, under fire, the battle, the Guardian Shields, DTs! Meanwhile, though, the upgrades, but DTs on the cannon! Who needs Blink? Just kill everything! One Nexus down! But the reshielded overcharge into the Nexus, you see, this is why you have multiple Nexi. Hellraiser understanding this. Disruptors, DT Blink, +3, another Robo. There's a Prism for Nina. There's still, remember the Phoenixes? They're still here. A Dark Shrine for Hellraiser. Hellraiser down like 25 supply or so. Shadow Stride is complete, aka DT Blink, aka whoosh boys. Don't ever talk again. Oh my god. But that is kind of the noise it makes though. So 3 cannons, but is that enough DTs? Well, we'll find out. Disrupt! Don't worry about it. No. That's not enough cannons. It's enough DTs. Oh, there's a cannon, but it's in a great spot. So that actually bought a ton of time there. But now there's not detection, and the DTs are just walking away. But the Stalkers will body bot more Stalkers! What did you think? The DTs are still back here! Oh my god, Nina! What's happening? The DTs, like if you don't, oh my god, if they don't move, if you don't move, they can't see you. Disruptors, fire! But they're all targeted down! There's still Phoenixes, remember them? The DTs are back in the mineral line! How is this working? They're targeting the Nexus! That's very optimistic! But... So, Hellraiser on 3-bit. Nina's building just finished up a 4th. It doesn't have that many workers, but there's no disruptors here. But there's a disruptor on the high ground. Wait, is there charge? Hellraiser does have charge. +3 is about to finish. The disruptor just kind of chilling. It fires! It hits! It hits! What? The blink actually gives Hellraiser a concave. Charge lots. Phoenix is still involved. More Stalkers. I'm not sure who's helped more by Hellraiser. Yes. Battle. DTs. Death. Destruction. Devastation. Nexus. Deleted. Oh my god. What's happening? How is it that Nina managed to lose her entire army, but still the DTs are doing things? There are still 3. Okay, finally the D. What? Okay. So Nina kind of threw away the whole. Oh, and then Nina wins. Up. Match point. Protoss versus Protoss at its finest. We're going into game 4. Hellraiser. Can he navigate the treacherous waters of this matchup? Can he survive the mind games within mind games, and then actually not that deep of mind games? You don't have to think so hard, Hellraiser. It's just Phoenixes. And then DTs, obviously. And then Blink, but also mostly DTs, though. But also still Phoenixes. But don't forget the DTs, but also Blink. Standard. We will see. Thank you for supporting the Exon Cup, all of you who contributed every Wednesday. To bring us the goodest of games for the fans.
kill. It's about time.
All right. Everybody's loaded into the lobby. Hellraiser, the incredible host, but the bamboozled defender is ready. Two to one, but this could be all over in Nina's favor in 3 minutes, or we could have two 30-minute back-to-back matches that go Hellraiser's way. I have literally no idea. You may have heard me revert to production tab caster mode, because at some point during many of these games there is no further commentary to be added besides the production tab. That's kind of just how it is. In the top left is Hellraiser from Team Clash, and the bottom right, Nina from Team Exon. Ukraine versus the United States of America. Protoss versus Protoss. Zealot against Zealot. Stalker against Stalker. DT against Nexus. The eternal battles will be fought. But who will survive? No cannon rush. There will be no cannon rush, at least throughout this much of the series. What? Oh. Was scouting for pylons here was Hellraiser. I thought it was going to be like a Nexus first. There's actual Nexus first builds that can work. They kind of depend on having an impeccable defense, though. They can work. It's not like they auto-lose. It's just a little risky. I doubt. I mean, we only have a max of 2 games, but I doubt we're going to see Nexus first. What's it going to be? Hellraiser mining significantly more gas here. Well, opts for a sentry, whereas Nina for double adept. Where does this end up? Mining 20 probes on minerals here. Like, really leaning. Is this like a 3-gate or something? Or some sort of gateway all in? I don't know why you delay warp gate then. Oh no, the tickle beams! The probe. Slaughtered. By the cutest beams. Looks like just an expo from Nina. A little riskier. Usually going for tech is the safer play because you have something to lean on. But Hellraiser has shown that tech is not necessarily a guarantee. Gonna try to go through the shield battery. Oh, doesn't get caught by force field. Also, I don't think you'd even kill an adept before. So this is... don't talk to me or my brother ever again. Hallucinated Phoenix Scouts, everything. So we're gonna play. Okay, alright, here we go! A macro game. And by that I mean, we're gonna go blink! Here it goes again. What is this fight? What is happening here? The Guardian Shield helping a lot, but I feel like if Nina was fighting, I guess you don't want to lose any units here, just in case more reinforcements are coming. But the Adepts, I don't know. It feels like it wasn't worth it. And by that I mean basic math. But okay, wait. You spent a recall, an adept, and a stalker for 2 sentries. That's a trade. Is like, I think that I revised my I think that's worth it. Those sentries, that gas is more valuable as we go into the mid game than having a few hundred more minerals is. So, those sentries have to be. You have to have at least a few, just to make sure you have Guardian Shield. Like Guardian Shield versus no Guardian Shield in a blink battle, you lose. You lose. It's like having essentially 2 more armor for most of your army. Shields or regular armor. So. Adept sneaking. No, don't. We're looking at the adepts, not the rocks. The probe's still waiting for its opportunity to do what it was born to do, which is temporarily wall the ramp against adepts. Third base for Hellraiser. He's sitting on 2 gates against 5, with a 6th gate on the way. And I'm not a mathematician, but 5 gates is significantly more than 2. And that means the Stalker count, while it isn't yet, should soon tilt into Nina's favor. Yeah, not a super pylon, but blink will be done a little quicker. But this could end up at one of those scenarios where Nina delays or kills the Nexus, but not necessarily wins the fight, as +1 and blink are soon to finish here. There's a shield battery most of the way done. There's just more stalkers for Nina. Guardian Shield popped. The Guardian Shield is a huge deal. Shield battery targeted. Cancelled. Blink is finishing. 10 seconds on the clock. Nina going for the win here. The whole tournament. +1 and blink are done, but are there enough stalkers? 6 stalker disadvantage. No shield batteries to fall back on. No guardian shields for either side. Zealots coming in the tank. Probes pulled off the line. Hellraiser may have reached too far and too fast. A shield battery finishes. Will be overcharged. Not going to use it on that. Not going to waste it. Easily targeted down. 16 probes and Nina gets out. Eviscerates the economy. Maintains the army control. And with it, showing why going for those quick expands can lead to ultimate demise. You just need, more Protoss units. There's just more Protoss units. Going for the third. Blake's back! It's hard to keep track sometimes. But Nina fighting it out. Hellraiser rebuilding probes. The upgraded there's +1, which muddies the calculations a little. Nina definitely took a win in the initial fight, but there's still a third, and Nina doesn't have any upgrades on the way. Now they're even on gateways. Nina still has a slight stalker advantage, but Nina now is either get the third and get out or fight. But as time goes on, Hellraiser's gonna shore things up, and if he's close on units with the upgrades, that's a huge deal. Like, stalkers benefit a lot from that +1. Nina still pressing the issue. Hellraiser is supply blocked. This could tilt out of hand. Guardian Shield used. Shield battery overcharge helping out a lot as well. Nina, it looks good. It looks like the units are there, but the shield battery overcharge is helping so much. Does Hellraiser chase with the reinforcements? Nina's warping in more. Trying to use the high ground is Hellraiser. No more Guardian Shield. The Blink battle has begun yet again. The Blinks on both sides, but the upgrades in the concave to Hellraiser. Trying to come down the ramp. High ground negated by the observer of Nina. She's leaning on 2 bases. There's a probe at the third. Is it time to expand? Yes, a fallback plan. But Nina is on the edge of overextending. Hellraiser has more stalkers with better upgrades. Nina has pushed too far. Hellraiser doesn't know for sure. Hellraiser can't know right now if Nina's about to finish +1. That is the difference. Hellraiser has a couple more stalkers and a defender's advantage, but if Nina finishes +1 and gets another warp in, it goes the other way. Nina doesn't have a forge, but once again, Hellraiser doesn't know that. So he's got to play it super safe now that he knows he can defend. Gonna push out a little. waited until the warp prism to reinforce. Nina now gonna have to defend with less stalkers and less upgrades. It kinda ground the other way. The third base, pretty important, as always. Are all the units here? There's just more for Hellraiser. Guardian shield both sides, blinks to the side, finds a good angle. Nina's got the battery to work with. Another stalker targeted down. It's dead even. I gotta stress the +1 though. Nina has a few more probes and the ability to mine from this base as the other bases are mining out. Hellraiser has had the income advantage for a bit. Nina should be able to flip that back. She does. And somehow this game seems to be evening out. Nina's got disruptors on the way and Hellraiser with a Dark Shrine. A couple of depths get in. Every probe matters. Oh, all the stalkers blink back. It's just important to know the stalkers are there. 42 to 52 workers. Nina going full glass cannon. No upgrades. All about the Ruptors and blink control, whereas Hellraiser leaning back onto the gateway units. The proxy gate spotted. Forge just now beginning. Wait. Okay, there is detection potentially. There should be an observer. There are observers out. DTs, as always, can change everything either way, depending on how they're used. And have in these games. Ah! I'm sorry, that took me... I was kind of zoning out and that blink scared me. A DT Prism. +2 attack is finishing. It's going to come down to Ruptors and multi-prong defense. The attack going to line up to buy time for the Prism. The Prism... Oh no! Oh, the Prism targeted! 2 DTs come out. Meanwhile, Nina jumps to defend. With the Ruptors, can push Hellraiser back. Fires a shot. A warning. Meanwhile, DT is recalled out of the base. Recall now on cooldown for several minutes for Hellraiser. Nina's got to file that information away when it comes to deciding what to do next. The worker counts are evening up. It's +2 attack against +0. Also known as 0. With +1 just started recently for Nina. The gateway count, 6 to 5. We've been bare bones throughout this. Nina adding a couple more. But for someone... Oh, Hellraiser just finished. At least one. He's upgrading DT Blink. Has DT Blink been in every game? How many... DT Blink has been upgraded like 6 times in 4 games. Oh my god. Ruptors still, though. Ruptors a real danger. There are 3 with it. Zoning out. This base is super important. Shield battery overcharged. There's still one more shot. Another Ruptor coming down. Head-to-head against the Stalkers. Oh, very unlucky sentry. Force fields helping out enough. This little rock here is actually muddies up the attack and breaks up the concave somewhat. Oh, the blink away. But Nina's forces closing in on this. Another Ruptor finds a connection. Hellraiser dipping. Tries to follow through. Nina has another shot. Just blinked. But everything's on cooldown. Is there detection? And the DT's come in from the side. DT blink. Another Ruptor shot. Hellraiser dodges it. The Ruptor's at the back. Charge lot's going forward. Nina has to retreat. The upgrades are good. Oh, great split. Another shot. Fires another one. Blinks over the top. Finds a connection. Nina knocking down the Stalkers. Ruptors are down, but Hellraiser holds on to his base. Nina establishes a 4th. Hellraiser holds on to his 3rd. With a 4th now done. But as the upgrades draw closer to even, Nina will have more Ruptors and the ability to fight heads up against the army. But the supply is still dangerously even. DT is still a constant threat. Nina expanding forward, which means pushing towards the 3rd, using this as a forward operating base, if you would. A disruptor shot blinks away. Meanwhile, DT's waiting for their moment. When is their moment, and when isn't? There's a single cannon. A cannon's not going to cut it here. Those DTs going to throw this game sideways. A Dark Shrine on the way for Nina. Still maintaining a slight advantage. This game has been another variety from the last ones. But once again, Nina with the better army. Oh, what are you doing? Disruptor goes down. The DTs reveal their presence, killing one Ruptor and forcing Nina back. Hellraiser continues to mass expand like children in an agrarian society. Disruptor very optimistic. The observers with it to spot other observers in a Spider-Man meme level situation. I don't know anymore. The DTs join up with the army. Okay, and then the Stalkers blink. They try to show it off like peacocks in full bloom. Like, my blink is better than your blink. Maybe don't send the DTs there. Oh, it blinks away. Shadow Stride. I guess we're base trading. Here we go again. The probes get away. Is there a recall? And the recall's not going to hold enough of the units. You can't recall. This base is down for the count. Nina does get a base in trade. Meanwhile, wait, are there any? Oh no, the DT blink on the Raptors! Gets one, going for two, gets out just as quickly as he got in. The Shadow Stride indeed. Meanwhile, the main base being eviscerated. Nina waffling between the third, the fourth, and a recall. Recall is off cooldown, but what are you going to do? Recall on top of the army. Dark Shrine down as well. More DTs. There's no observer. Oh, no! Oh, it's a disaster! Oh, a panic! Oh, no! In a panic to dodge the DTs, Nina literally shoots herself in the many stalker feet in what is possibly the most self-defeating move. Oh no. The DTs force the self-immolation. Now it's not over, but that is quite a curveball. So Nina's struggling to find detection for the DTs. The Disruptor's still a danger. Another base. Is there detection? Where are the DTs going? The main base. Some units heading back. The bottom left is mining. Nina running out of bases. Now finally a recall. Most of the army comes back just in time. Disruptors to save the day. There's still enough. The follow through. There wasn't a blink. Hellraiser on the run. Nina blinks after him. Full retreat from Hellraiser. The worker count 30 to 36. Both players supply blocked almost into oblivion. More Nexi being built in locations, including this one. That's Hellraiser's Nexus. DTs looking for an opportunity. There's no Shadow Stride for Nina. Just walks away. Another Nexus. More DTs. Both sides. They can't see each other, but they know they're there. Meanwhile, Nina with the larger army. The Disruptors give so much initiative. It's Nina's game to lose. It's Nina's game to shoot herself in the face. Like, you don't want to Dick Cheney this one too many times. The DTs with Blink, a real gamble, but there's not much left here in this roulette match. Hellraiser running out of bases. Nina with whatever this is over in the top right. The Disruptors. There's not that many Disruptors. Oh, fire. You don't want to fire that many. You got to be real careful how many shots you take. Did I fire 5 shots or did I fire 4? Wait, how many Disruptors? He's got... There are 5 Disruptors. So... 13 DTs and 27 Blink Stalkers against 31 Stalkers, 5 Ruptors, 4 Dark Templar, a couple Adepts. Wait, Hellraiser has no observers. Where did the Robos go? A robo being built. Oh, this is why Hellraiser's been on the back foot here. Somehow we're still building again. Stalkers in the main. How long on recall? Recall off cooldown. Pylon taken out. Artosis cries silently. Many time zones away in Korea. But, oh no, the blink! No matter, damned if you do! And damned if you don't! Oh, the blink on blink! He blinks into the blink! But then the blink on the blink! And she tries to blink out with the recall! But the recall was too late to stop the blink! And then blinking with the DTs, but the DTs were detected. And that means a devastating blow. Nina stretching too far, too fast. And suddenly Hellraiser up some amount of supply, but that doesn't really mean anything anymore. The upgrades +2/+1 as we try to scrape our way back into having economies. The economies are even, but that doesn't describe how much economy they've had. Like, instead of mining 3,000 minerals a minute, we're down in the hundreds somewhat. Blink Stalkers, shield battery overcharge popped immediately on the only battery. Meanwhile, DTs and Zealots both looking for an opportunity. Hellraiser has less probes. Nina has 1. Okay, we're just going to look at them to count them, because it's never clear. Like, that looks like a nexus. That's actually gateways. There's 6 gateways against 4. The gateways were repowered. Nina finds Stalkers. Stalkers against Stalker Disruptor, but the DT's looking for an opportunity, blinking forward to defend. The aggressive defense. Hellraiser expanding again. Both players rebuilding probes. How many probes? 69 probes slaughtered by Nina this game. Nice, but not nice enough, as Hellraiser still has an economy. +1 shields is on the way, as most of Nina's units have just as many shields as they have HP, and of course that helps the cannons and buildings as well. One of the only upgrades that does that. Double robo for Nina. She lost. The main is gone. The only acknowledgement that at some point there were bases in normal locations is an assimilator at 14 HP yelling "resistance is futile" into the void. Meanwhile, a robotics bay being rebuilt. +3 attack, as both players have cobbled together an actual economy. And we're back at 3 base versus 3 base. Hellraiser with map control with all these mobile units, but Nina with a stalwart defense and a better army overall. Alright, calm down. +1 shields complete. You know what that means? War. Disruptors. Can't even clip anything. Observer taken out. Looking for more bases. Hellraiser expanding all over the place. There's a Colossus on the way. The follow-through on the Ruptor. Another shot. Nina leveraging them, but here come the reinforcements. They're looking for a flank. That's a bold move, Nina. The DT blink. The DT blink is everything. It could lose the game. Like, Hellraiser, when he eventually blinks the DTs, that will decide how this game ends. Like, the cooldown is long enough that they'll either win the fight or die. But there are so many cannons here. Not a disruptor. That's what's weird. A Colossus. I mean, doesn't hurt against the Zealots. Hurts the Zealots very much, actually. And now double disruptor. I don't know if it was a misclick. Having one Colossus doesn't seem like a bad idea. Let's just throw it in there. Like, have a nice stew going. There's not that many units here, but doesn't want to risk it. DTs blink away. This battle continues. Nina just has to be careful not to shoot herself in the face with a disruptor again. Still looking pretty solid, but Hellraiser has kind of, and this time almost literally, taken the map. The minimap really tells the story of styles here in this game. Disruptor shot. Almost catches the follow-through here. Another shot. Almost catches Nina's Stalkers. Another shot. Just keeps coming. And another one. And another one. The shield battery overcharge popped. The ground army looking for an opportunity. A bit of an awkward angle. Hellraiser maxed out. How are we maxed out again? Hellraiser being very careful. 3-2 against 2+1 shields. Meanwhile, there are 8 disruptors against 0. Which seems like it would be a game-deciding number, but we're still having a conversation. Disruptor shot somehow hit nothing, but the Stalkers hit back. That disruptor finds a chunk of zealots. 6 more gateways on the complete and total opposite side of the map. This might be it. Oh no! A whole lot of zealots go down, but somehow they're both maxed out and banking money, despite the devastation. Nina is the only player I know who reliably base trades multiple times, not just in a series, but in a goddamn game. As we base traded like 3 bases apiece, and now we're back to 3-4 base economy for both players. Nina might actually start mining out of her backup set of 3 base. Whereas Hellraiser does have most of the rest of the map. If we actually get to that stage, mining out, the mad... Oh no, the blink on blink! You can't blink because my blink is too blink! No, wait, be careful! Oh my god, that was gratuitous. But here come the Stalkers! Here come the Stalkers! I was scared there was a lag spike for a second, but here we go again! What? Okay, Stalkers, Raptor finds a shot. Hellraiser with money in the bank. Raptor's on the way back. Production eviscerated. Looking for more. Here comes another Raptor shot. Blinks out. Nina slaughters another base. All the probes. God, 21 more. Down in the 50s for both players, which is still an actually good economy. How is it happening? Nina will continue forward. Hellraiser retreats after the... Nina's down to 2 gates. Almost nothing to rebuild with, and supply blocked. Who's flanking who, though? The Stalkers chasing the Stalkers. Disruptors and Stalkers both sides. A dangerous game. A volley finds a connection. Slips through. Not quite caught between a rock and a hard place. Another army moved to the south. Hellraiser's gateway production. He's playing the Zerg. Nina tried to expand. Hellraiser, another Nexus popped up here. Where are you getting these Nexus children from? Gotta work the fields to make this many minerals to throw away. Right now, Hellraiser has lost about the same amount somehow. What? What is this army? Hellraiser's disjointed. Disruptor! Directly to the forehead! Suddenly, Nina's army is far too strong. Disruptors connecting, one after another, and on the production, looking for more. The Stalkers are no match for Stalkers, Raptors, and, well, the upgrades are better for Hellraiser. On paper, Nina just took a decisive, potentially, and should be game-winning fight, but I'll hold my tongue. There's a probe here. Oh, be careful. Nina, oh my god. Be careful with those things. Nina rebuilding. The thing is, Nina has money in the bank because she lost her gateways. Well, at least most of the production. Hellraiser had money, but he lost a whole lot of army. That was a decisive fight. But Nina didn't have, like... Nina doesn't know exactly how much that Hellraiser has left. Mass the Disruptor shot pretty well. This Nexus gonna die. Those are shield batteries and cannons, because of course they are. Base trade number 2 is inconclusive. Base trade number 3 may decide the match, but we're not clear yet. Another blink away. I fit deja vu. We've just fought in this place before. But with the same armies, too. No disruptors. A Robo-Bay finally for Hellraiser. But is it too little? And is it too late? Another Raptor shot. Has to blink away. Has to retreat. Nina continually has the better army. 52 more army supply. Fires another... But somehow the probes escape. The disruptor shot's nearly permanent. And zoning out. Nina takes the top, the northern, the 12 o'clock nexus. Another Raptor shot. The observers now, they can't blink, unfortunately. Does Hellraiser have anywhere close to enough to defend? Disruptors! Oh, be careful! Wait, what? How did that die? How did the Colossus die? Was it, did the star, I don't, what? The Robo-Bay's vulnerable. Disruptors firing around the sides. A Dark Shrine. There are 9 disruptors. I think there's always a disruptor off cooldown if you stagger them, but more shot. Like, there's always going to be disruptor shots. Like, I don't know what you're not going to... Oh, Nina, stop! Nina shoots herself again! Hellraiser's relying on Nina's disruptors to stay in this game. There's a Dark Shrine, a Templar Archives. I'm pretty sure Hellraiser just rebuilt it. Somehow the tech tree has been reformed for both sides. There's now Colossi. Hellraiser is scrambling, but also building disruptors now, which are dangerous creatures. Nina has a lot of gas, which may have inspired the Templar Archives. Extended Thermal Lance is done, because we're getting Colossi, which are a lot harder to shoot yourself in the face with. 30 minutes, 31 minutes, and it's looked like Nina's been winning for I'm going to say about 85% of the game, which is a very rough estimate. But for about 85% of this, I feel like Nina's been winning, but has yet to win. 1 disruptor for Hellraiser. Wow. Meanwhile, DTs, the Zealots there to make sure that they're very uncomfortable with the slaughter. The DTs doing a lot of damage, and Hellraiser's running out of money. He's out of mineral patches. The fact that he didn't lose these bases earlier means he's mined out now, and suddenly Hellraiser has had an economic lead for quite a while, but that's about to end, as there's like a dozen mineral patches left to mine from with a Nexus next to them. We've been here before! We've been here before! The Stalkers are chasing, but who's flanking who? Who is flanking who? Real question, though. The income, now tilting in favor of Nina. This game, tilted in general. A disruptor. Direct hit! Another shot! Looking for more. The disruptor somehow walking through the valley of the shadow of death and finding their way. There's long distance money. Another Nexus. Why are the supplies even? What is happening? Meanwhile, the armies... How many? 10 disruptors to 3, but 1 disruptor is sometimes, oh my god, the probes, run! Oh, wait, what? Oh my god! Disruptor from the high ground, finds the connection, shot! Oh my god, Hellraiser, showing how it's done, finds another connection, 3 to 5! Hellraiser out of nowhere, once again finds the most awkward angle, and finds the hits, and Nina barraged on all sides by disruptors from both players. Hellraiser, another base shut down. He's running out of income. He has to pick a fight. This is his last chance to actually mine in this game. More shots fired. Fires 2. Nina target fires, but a disruptor connects. Nina loses like 9 stalkers. They're still spinning. That's a nice trick. But the Zealots are heading north. Hellraiser's ahead on supply. DT's warped into the Fed just in time. Shield battery overcharge. Observer chased down. Observer somehow dodges a shot out of detection range. This is such a... Wait, whose DTs are... I don't know what's happening here. The Zealots decide, I guess we're going... They're on the chase. Here comes Hellraiser's army from the south. The Zealots still being chased. And then I don't know where they're going now. They got a little distracted. More disruptors at the fight. Finally, 1 connects for Nina. Looking for more. The army is huge here. It's dangerous. It's deadly. Another shot. Oh no, the connection found Hellraiser's army. And it looks like with 1 disruptor left and a goddamn dream, Hellraiser is running on fumes. Despite Nina's best efforts, Hellraiser now down 50 supply. With almost no mining. That base in the bottom right. Oh, Nina fired first. There are 3 probes versus 3 DTs. The ultimate battle. That seems like a fair fight. 1 disruptor against 11 disruptors, which is just 2-1, so only twice as much. And the disruptor's on cooldown. Meanwhile, curveball, no curveball. Just keep fire everything! Fire everywhere! Not everywhere! We've made that mistake before! Hellraiser needs the best disruptor hit. Like a max radius on disruptors and stalkers hit. I don't know how that's possible, but he fires the shot. He finds a Ruptor and an Archon, which is good. Is it good enough? Meanwhile, Hellraiser moving around. More shots coming in. Disruptors, just dangerous creatures. Another Archon, another great shot out of Hellraiser. Finds a connection. The shot's taken huge, meaty chunks. But the Robo-Bay is finally taken out. Hellraiser is somehow mining again. Nina has expanded to Hellraisers. We're gonna call it a third. Nina has 53 probes. The fourth base trade, though. The fourth base trade. Maybe. Oh, wait, another shot! Oh, why are they so good? The Disruptors, looking for more, has to curve them. Nina's on the chase, but Hellraiser fires back. He fired first, and that's what matters. Another Ruptor! This one negated here, and they're on cooldown. Hellraiser scrambling. Nina struggling, but it looks... It seems... It potentially could be it, as there's still 8 Ruptors to 1. The entire army blinks away. That's it. That's the hero. He must be the hero. Yikes. A Robo-Bay being rebuilt. Nina, how are the incomes nearly even? Nina's running out of mineral patches too! These bases are mined out! What bases aren't mined out? Each other's bases. Oh, no, I guess it's gonna take 5 you need to... I don't think he canceled. Every mineral counts now. Somehow we've gotten to this stage. Are there observers? There's an observer here. But the Stalkers from on high. This is all the mining Hellraiser has. The zoning. This base is critical, and now it's dead. Wait, does Hellraiser have a robo? Does he have a mineral patches? He has 4 mineral patches. Hellraiser was actually mining more somehow for a moment there. Meanwhile, taking down the rocks in the center. Nina's upgrading DT Blank! Oh, nearly maxed out. How many observers are there? There are 7 observers! Oh, there's only 2 observers casting the game, but there's like a dozen in it. There's 11 observers on the map. Disruptors fire. There's more disruptors, but they're backed up against the robos. Another shot. That one's gonna connect. More shots, I think. Oh, this is it. This is Hellraiser. It's almost checkmate now. Another shot. Finds nothing. What is this? Those are probes. Those are probes, and that's a problem. 38 minutes. Oh, the blink from the back. Disruptors, though. Wait, there's still a Ruptor point blank. Targeted. Another shot. Nina doubling the supply. Their DTs. The main was still intact throughout most of this. Hellraiser still has Blink Stalkers. He actually has more Stalkers. He's got 5 probes, but his army supply isn't actually that far down. So... And there's not that many minerals! Most of the minerals are the 2... Nina might have more income, but there's actually just not that many minerals on the map. The DTs blink out. Well, most of them do. Hellraiser's done mining now. But don't... You should know by now. Just don't call it yet. It ain't over yet. Don't call it until we see a victory screen or a draw, which is still on the table. There's still 5 observers. Hellraiser doesn't have enough for another Nexus. If he loses his probes or his Nexus, it's all over. He barely has enough for probes. Those Disruptors carry everything on their backs. Another shot fired. He fired 2. There's no cooldowns. The Blink Stalker's on the chase, using the high ground, looking for more. The Disruptors, at some point, the Observers are the real threat. The last Disruptor! The last Disruptor! The last dream! The last shot! The last G's! Nina! 39 minutes and 40 seconds! Over 100,000 minerals! Hundreds of probes, hundreds of stalkers, dozens of raptors. A nice clean win. The fourth base trade seemed to decide it. Hellraiser didn't delve into the disruptors decisively enough. And Nina, well, it was a dramatic roller coaster. At some point, finally, stabilized in one of the most dynamic Protoss versus Protosses and just Starcraft series. Thank you to both those players for putting on a show, and thank you again to Team Exon SC. Check the description after you like and subscribe. Of course, you unlock the description. You know you can actually read information about the match in a description after you like and subscribe. I know it sounds crazy, but believe it. You don't just look at the thumbnail and where the arrow is, but instead, also these amazing videos. Thank you to Team Exxon, their sponsors, Dodger Coffee, Online Sports Championships, you for watching and supporting. And congratulations, Nina, the artist formerly known as Puck. Better than ever. What do you think? How are you feeling right now? If you were to describe yourself as an appetizer type of dish, what would it be? Yep, that's how that ends. Thank you for watching. Good luck and have fun.